gonna get into it. Army of the Dead. We've talked about Zack Snyder. We love Zack Snyder. Well, I'm gonna have to own it. I'm gonna own it, right? You guys loved Zack Snyder. I was always skeptical. I had difficult relationship with him, but now I'm like, yo, I love him. He's a good man. He's a good man. And Army of the Dead came out on Netflix. Let's get into it.
Okay, two things. One, did you see Dawn of the Dead yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay,
Dude.
you must see it. Number two, what are you drinking tonight?
Facts.
Yes. So for tonight, we're going, it's not zombies, but we're looking at the save fucking the robots. All right. So this is an East Coast IPA by none other than Radiant Pig Craft Beers. All right, Radiant Pig, what's good? This is what we're drinking as we enjoy Army of the Dead, talk about comic books and everything like that. This goes well with that. You want us to keep talking? Send us a 6-pack.
Right. I love the can art though. Shout out to the can art.
Facts. Word.
And the Radiant Pig.
OD word.
Like if there's any beer for comic books, this is the one.
Yes. Facts, man. And I'm down with the message, like hashtag save the robots. We here at the LoZ are allies to all actual robots and all individuals who happen to identify as robots.
Yes. We are all for this hashtag save the robots.
Exactly. But yeah, man, like, all right, so maybe exaggerated. I didn't hate it, but there was too many what the fuck moments, bro. Like the story was awesome. Like from the get. One thing I want to say off the bat. Shout out to Batista. He acted the shit in that movie. That was him trying to escape the confined box that is him being Drax the Destroyer, even though that shit got him OD millions. But I saw range here. He tried. The dude was crying. I'm like, yo, he used maybe not a lot of it, but a bunch of that Guardians money to get some acting classes. Dude had range. Like, I felt this acting. I'm like, you know what? I want to see this guy play some stereotypical, I'm getting revenge for the kidnapping of my daughter roles. I'm with it.
Yo, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I do really think that was the pleasant surprise of it. And I don't even want to think it's like, who knows if it's after Guardians of the Galaxy he got the acting lessons. I think he might have just been a good actor from before. He was doing wrestling. You require acting for that. Yeah. Maybe he just was not given the chance to play more of it's not terribly complex a role, but it's way more complex than Drax. Drax is a stupid character, and it's very limited to what he can do.
Whoa. Drax is a stupid character. All right. Firstly, quick, some late news. Also, he announced that Guardians 3 would be his last appearance as Drax the Destroyer on like his press runs. Right. So I think we're getting 2 appearances. We're getting the holiday special from James Gunn, and then we're getting Guardians 3 also by James Gunn. Just quick, right? We love his shit. Like he does not miss with his stuff.
Yo, and I will say something I really love, and I respect him and Dave Bautista even more, is that he said that he is finding it hard to do all these shirtless scenes, no? Because for Drax, he's gonna be shirtless with all the tattoos drawn on him and the skin color on him, yeah. and that he's like, he's in his 50s. He's like, yo, it's hard to keep this up. And honestly, for me, I'm like, yo, respect, man. Like I get that. Like, I feel like, especially like for him that he was a wrestler and all that, like I don't know. I feel like it's awesome for him to be honest about it and being like, it's not worth it. I want to drink a beer and like relax and do something else. And with Army of the Dead, I believe he can do more things. I do think he's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, word. I agree.
Yeah, he was monstrous in this role because he's kind of like a Dwayne The Rock Johnson sort of, right?
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
I think he's building up to that, like, A tier status. But yeah, let me just dive in quick into the movie. I was really excited about this movie. Obviously, Zack Snyder's been on fire lately. He's a man on a mission. And he returned to the zombie genre with this epic Netflix movie. Now, it is not a follow-up to Dawn of the Dead. Much to the dismay of fans, because Dawn of the Dead is a horror movie. Army of the Dead is not necessarily a horror movie. Yes, there is suspense. You do get there is a primary villain. It's not just fucking mindless swarms of zombies that are unstoppable. You do get a central villain, which kind of like focuses the story a little bit. Because in that case, like Dawn of the Dead, it's more of like a montage of scenarios, whereas this is building a longer, broader narrative. I think there may
Yeah.
even be aliens involved in shit, right? Because okay, so the movie starts off with like there's like a military vehicle transporting this highly fucking secure content, and it turns out to be like this zombie, like an Uber, like a zombie prime, like not just
Yeah,
like
like
a
a zombie
Yes.
juggernaut, like
Yeah,
a
like he's
zombie
Zombie
mob.
brolic.
Zero. Yeah.
He looks like Frank Castle. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. To me, he
Word.
looked like a zombie Frank Castle. He just
Yep.
rips apart this like small squadron of soldiers, and he's right next to Las Vegas. And then you get like a great opening where Zack Snyder lays a lot of exposition in just the title, like he did with Batman versus Superman. So basically Las Vegas has been quarantined. It's been infested with zombies and quarantine. And in this quarantine, there's like a hierarchy of zombies. There's like another difference from Dawn of the Dead. There's
Yeah.
actually like intelligent zombies. There's a queen. There's a fucking king, like the zombie prime.
There's a caste system and shit. There's probably
Yeah,
some zombies that can't get zombie butt because of where they are in the zombie system.
right.
Sucks.
So he basically gets all that shit out of the way in just the title. Okay, now the plot is it's a heist movie, and then you get like the dude that was Scorpion in Mortal Kombat comes back to
Yeah.
recruit Batista to do this epic shit. And guys,
Yo, I love that's the one thing that I really like because you're thinking about zombie films, right? And we've heard Ches before saying how the zombie craze is over.
It
Nobody
is.
gives a fuck
Yo.
about zombie films.
It is.
And then you see this movie. I love it because they did a really good job. Zack Snyder did a good job at doing the world building. Exactly, like just setting it up. Like this is different in these kind of ways, and this is where you're at. And then now the characters, it's a heist movie. And then at that point, then after when they start doing the heist movie part of the movie, they show us how there's these zombies, and some zombies are like top tier zombies on top of everybody else. We got the zombie prime that we've been mentioning, and then the regular typical zombies, which is awesome. And then one of the first zombies we see when they try to sneak into Las Vegas to do the heist, right? They need to get money, right? It's like apparently there's a lot of money behind in a bank vault underneath. It's actually the Wynn Museum hotel, the casino that looks like it, but I don't remember what they call it. And they that's the point. One of the first ones they see, it's the zombie tiger, right? Which is like
That's
but
crazy.
it's cool. Like it's cool.
Listen, man, like I enjoyed the movie very, very much. I enjoyed the effects. The visuals were off the hook. But then you got to start to ask yourself like certain things like, okay, one, I refuse to believe that they managed to quarantine Las Vegas, considering how fast those zombies could move. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Wait. I think it makes sense knowing like what Rod said at the beginning, because the movie starts with the government transporting this package, which we end up knowing it's basically Zombie Prime, to a bunker that's supposed to be, I guess, near Las Vegas or something. And he gets loose, and there's an accident, and all this shit happens. For me, it makes sense. They know, right? The moment in that first scene when the military guy tells the person that they're speaking on the phone, like, oh, because they don't know. They don't know. The people delivering, they don't know what it is. And then they say, like, oh, it seems the thing opened, the container, and the person on the phone is like, run, leave, fuck your men, fuck the women that's working on your team, fucking get the fuck out of here. For me, that makes sense then. So then I would imagine that the moment that call went out, the government's like, we have to quarantine Las Vegas because that's what's going to happen. They're ready because it's like they know what's going to happen.
And just quick PSA, if you will humor me, gentlemen. For the sake of safety, don't get your dick sucked while you're driving. If this whole thing, if that chick didn't want to suck dick while the dude was driving, this whole thing could have been avoided. Those dudes would have gotten the package to where it was going, but no, there needed to be some fellatio going on. Hey, we're in the highway, Las Vegas, excitement. I'm gonna suck some dick.
In the Snyder cut, it was the burger guy. Remember the burger guy?
Yeah.
He almost kills Iris.
Like,
you're right.
So, all right. So I laid down the movie. This is definitely like a more of your typical like big budget movie kind of deal with stars, a lot of humor sprinkled
Yeah.
in. Not better than Dawn of the Dead,
Word.
unfortunately.
Well,
Dawn of
hell
the Dead
yeah,
is
definitely
still
not.
is still the bar that he set so high that he can't even fucking jump over that shit. In my humble
Facts.
opinion.
No, you're right. That's a fact.
Yeah, the zombies in this are powered down.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
B.
like they can, they were like fist fighting them in I don't know, Dawn of the Dead. It's just
No.
terrible,
They
right?
all would
It's
have
just
died. They
fucking,
yeah, bro. The zombies
it's
in Dawn of the
bleak.
Dead are fucking. What would you call it though? What's like the ultimate Olympic athlete? What is it like the fucking decathlete or some shit? They do like some fucking 10 sport
Like
motherfuckers.
the Iron Man, no?
But
They do the Iron Man.
Bro,
for,
full on sprinting zombies.
nah, but they
Nah,
had
Get the fuck
parkour
outta here.
zombies in Army of the Dead, though. You saw the
yeah, they
parkour
did.
zombies leaping
Yeah,
epically.
they did.
They did have parkour zombies. All right, but still, it just seems so much worse in Army of the Dead. Like it's like I like how, however, though, it's kind of like he took the whole concept of his zombies and just he moved the toggle to the other side of the spectrum. Like, what would be the antithesis of the Dawn of the Dead zombies? And it would be zombies with some basic intelligence and a caste system who could fucking negotiate. And also on top of that, we later learn that they're about to start fucking spawning because the queen zombie was pregnant. So these zombies were banging.
Yo, that's one of the things that I loved about this. Like, makes me want to see more movies, right? Because they really, besides having a zombie prime, right, that's kind of like leading the group, who's like seems to be more intelligent than what we would think a typical zombie is, at least when we'll be seeing from Robert Kirkman's Walking Dead. That they have this whole shit of, right, like there's a queen that they're actually they're fucking. Kind of want to see zombies fuck. Like, how do they do it? Like,
hashtag zombie
I
sex.
think
By
you're
the way,
alone on that
oh
one.
no, one, he's not alone because I'm pretty sure if you look into it, that's a whole genre of porn.
Yo, listeners out there, am I alone on this or not? Come on, send us some
Let us
love
know
for
if you're
some zombie sex.
Hashtag zombie fucking. Let us know if you're into it.
And with that, actually, for your comic book fans out there, like you're all comic book fans. One of the things when we realized this was happening is that I was very happy to see Theo Rossi, who was best known as playing Shades in Luke Cage, was the because when the heist begins, they have to sneak into Las Vegas, and there's a group, right? And then they bring this guy in, which is Theo Rossi. I forgot the character's name. And then the woman who's like supposed to be like the mule, the coyote that knows how to bring people in and out, says that we have to give an offering to the zombie prime and all that, and shoots this guy on the fucking legs to then for him to eventually become one of these zombie prime type characters, right? And that was, first of all, I love that actor from Luke Cage. I thought it was cool to see him.
Bro.
Plays a great ass.
Don't disrespect the actor. Theo Rossi gets a shout out for being Juice in Sons of Fucking Anarchy.
Oh yeah, I forget that. I forget.
Fuck. I'm like, wait, Luke Cage, which props to his work in Luke Cage. I dug him as Shades, but dude, fucking Juice from Sons of Anarchy. Shout outs to Theo Rossi and shout outs to Sons of Anarchy.
Shout out.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry about that. Like,
anyway, but like, it's that like I love that build up, showing us that kind of intricate world that what they was set up. But I will then say, for me, I was enjoying the movie. I was loving the movie halfway through it, and halfway through it, I'm like, it got crappy. I didn't like basically the second half of the movie. It kind of got a little bit. The action got dope, but like then the storyline got dumb. I don't know, like I felt like for me, like that whole scene with Dave Bautista and the Mexican actress, I forgot her name.
That was out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, there's this one female character that they were buddies with, that did the heist with, but apparently she was secretly in love with him, and we find this out only right before she gets killed. So it's like, oh, okay, to make
best part of the
I did this for you. I did this for you. Like, what the fuck? Like,
no, and then there's scenes like, I don't know, like I used to we've been giving love. We love you, Zack Snyder. It was a fun film. We recommend you watch it. But there are some dumb things, no? And then when they're trying to escape, they have taken Notaro, who's playing the she's a comedian who's playing the driver of a helicopter pilot, right? And so there's this whole awesome scene trying to escape the fucking zombies. They run up to the top of the building to get on the helicopter, and then they end up. This is the second. I think this is the second rooftop they're on because the fucking Dave Bautista's daughter is there, and she runs. We don't need to get it. Even that's kind of a little bit stupid. The point is, we see a scene that there's no helicopter, and they're like, "Oh no." She left us to live on her own, like survive this whole thing. And then she just appears out of nowhere again. Like, no, psych, I'm here. I'm like, that was dumb. Like that, I don't know. That was like so stupid. Like, oh, okay. You left and just came back. Okay, all right, whatever. Get on the fucking helicopter.
Word. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't it take that fucking long to get on the helicopter?
Oh
like,
my God.
What are you doing? Get on the helicopter. Get on the you're getting chased by zombies. Get on the helicopter. What are you doing?
They're having a moment, they're talking, they're like, oh, thank you for coming back, and
like,
this and that. And it's like, yo, motherfucker, Zombie Prime is hunting you. Get on the copter and leave. And at this point, too, for the fans out there, which is actually fun, there's a nuke being directed to Las Vegas, and we're about to get nuked. So all the more reason there's a zombie hunting them, there's a nuke on the way, but no, let's stop and talk about this.
And you know what's crazy? That supposedly I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but Tig Notaro, she did props to her. She did all that shit on a green screen. She wasn't even like on set because they had to wipe out Chris D'Elia because of some unfortunate incidents. But like she did that all her lines seemed like Tig was on set straight up.
Yeah,
like,
she was great in the movie.
Yeah, like her delivery was
the Chris D'Elia cut. I want to start that movement. I wonder if it's better.
Nah.
I mean,
yo, he's funny though, bro.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, I know. Except for the fans out there, I think I'm sure you can just Google Chris D'Elia. He got caught up in this whole shit about apparently like just sending inappropriate things to minors.
Wow.
Ended up Zack Snyder saying, "You out, bro? Like we that's not cool." And so
Zack runs a tight ship.
Yo, man, come on.
Oh, that's a tight ship.
Yeah, Zack doesn't play games.
That's playing basic human decency. That's a tight ship.
That's just at least baseline level. Like, exactly.
Because we never sent a dick pic before.
Not to a minor. Not to minors.
Wait,
like, Rod's quiet. Like,
I don't know what he's been accused of.
The minors that he was sending it to minors, people underage, below 18 years of age. And he's a grown-ass man.
Okay.
Like, if he was sending a dick pic to just like where it was legal to regular chicks, he wouldn't have been having an issue right now. Oh, or maybe he would have considering the times, but yeah, that was why he's basically been like blacklisted. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd watch the Chris D'Elia cut.
I mean, I'd watch it too. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not against it. I'd watch it.
But yeah, and the movie did run a bit long. It was like 2 hours and almost 40 minutes, and I was happy about that. But after seeing where they went, like I mentioned at the start, they cut out the horror of the zombie contagion in the beginning, right?
Facts.
It's already an afterthought once we jump into the main plot. So given that he got so much done in the first 20 minutes and then just to have it drag for another 2 hours, this is probably one that I maybe when part 2, because I'm definitely going to watch the follow-up. It's good enough that you want to see what happens next.
Totally.
Kind of like Mortal Kombat, but better. Mortal Kombat, I'm going to watch part 2, but this one I'm more excited to watch the sequel to this one. And was it just me, or did anybody get the sense that aliens are involved?
I was actually about to ask you guys now. While I was watching the movie with my girlfriend, like we stopped to notice for a second. At one point, I don't know if this was a movie glitch or if it just makes to make us feel crazy. Was one of those zombies a robot? I saw a spark when they were shooting them.
Whoa, no, there's the stuff with the blue eyes that got me like thinking like exactly like a little bit like, are they like something?
Listen, man,
on?
we both stopped and looked at each other, and I was like, oh shit.
No,
that's crazy.
But actually, the zombie baby looked like an alien. I think that the zombie infestation is the first strike from an alien invasion. So
Dude,
So
that'd be
I want to
insane.
watch this.
Bro, I think he's building something. He's
Now,
building
speaking of
something.
building something, what do you guys think about that whole time loop shit they present casually? So there's this moment for people like with the heist. Obviously, the heist involves reaching a bank vault. It's a big team. Everybody has their own task. And then once they reach the bank vault, they see a lot of dead bodies. And one of the main characters, I forgot his name. There was the only black character, I think, in the team, right? He described saying like, we're stuck. He says it just right. We're stuck in a time loop. We've already done this before. Look, and he just points to all the como he said, el esqueleto, the cadavers that they see there, and they all are either wearing a shirt that one of them is wearing. They're wearing a necklace as one of them is. It's some kind of similarities to it, and apparently, and at the moment, you take it like it's just like, oh, a funny thing, like because we find out the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, who's the main guy in the movie, the main bad guy, or the guy who creates the heist team, has had other teams before to try to go get the money, and they failed. And so that's what they're pointing out, like other people have done it and they've died. But this guy says like, yo, it's us and we're stuck in this loop or something. Apparently, I've seen in like tinfoil moments that there's something to it. To that. Did you guys pick that up?
I mean,
oh yeah.
For me, it was just I was like, you know what? I'm not going to humor that shit because it's too crazy for no reason. Like whoever the writer is, fuck
Exactly.
you for that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to humor that.
Zack
What about the
Snyder, no?
aliens though? There are aliens involved.
The one thing I do want to say is what's crazy is that's wild. Fucking tinfoil hat as fuck. The one thing that kind of irked me though is that they killed Batista's daughter too. You guys realize that, right? They dropped a nuke on Vegas. Did any of you guys fucking see Chernobyl? His daughter got riddled with radioactivity.
100%. 100%.
Like nah, but I had that same comment, but someone said that they worded the nuke as like a some low yield they covered their bases with some mumbo jumbo. That's what I heard after I had that same remark. Like, whoa, they got hit by that wave of radiation. They're all doomed. But I think the writers kind of did some fuckery. But yeah, whoever that dude was, don't recall his name, the Jack Black dude. He's one of the best.
He's Omari Hardwick. He plays Vanderhoof.
Yeah, he was probably maybe even the best character. And then like his arc leads you to believe that there will be in fact a sequel, which I'm gonna watch.
I'm sure.
A Mexico City sequel. Because I think for the fans out there, you've seen it, you know what we're talking about. If not, you should stop right now and go fucking. You should have stopped a while ago and seen the movie. It's good, despite we talking us crap about it, but it's so fun movie. Is at the end he ends up locked in the safe vault while the nuke lands, and so then he walks out eventually and he can survive because he's protected from that. But I was thinking the same thing as Ches when he walked out. I'm like, you got mad fucking radiation, man. You're probably gonna die in about 2 weeks. I recommend you watch Chernobyl on HBO. It was a great fucking miniseries.
That shit was wild.
It's like there's no way you're gonna survive that shit, man.
Yeah, but Chernobyl greatly exaggerated too. Right?
I mean, I don't
happen like that.
I mean,
a little bit. I wouldn't say great.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
bro.
I don't think they exaggerated.
It was a great series.
I don't think they exaggerate. Considering what happened in that town, I don't think that I think that you're exaggerating about their exaggeration.
Okay.
Anyway, but it ends up with him traveling to Mexico, but we see him experiencing zombie symptoms, and it just leaves you like that. And so besides Dave Bautista's daughter developing cancer from the radiation, he's becoming a zombie in Mexico to then infect other people. So there's room for Army of the Dead 2. And overall, it was a fun movie. I give it a 7.5, 1 out of 10, 7.5. It was fun. I recommend you watch it inebriated in some kind of way. It'll make you enjoy it even more. But that's my take.
I give it a 3.
Damn.
Oh! No, I'm just kidding.
Damn. Had to give it a 5 on average so far.
I'll give it a 6.5.
7, yeah. We'll end on 7.
Fair
Seven. LoZ 7 review. That's what we're doing. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Listen to us. This is
Yeah.
what we're giving you our reviews.
Fuck
Speaking
those
of
hundreds of critics. Listen to 3 dudes on Zoom.
Yeah, or just go watch Dawn of the Dead if you haven't already. It is so fucking good.
Word.
God damn. I was really hoping for more of that, but he probably doesn't want to play the same song twice or
Oh,
whatever.
of course.
He wants to flex and involve aliens and robots and all this bullshit. So I'm with it. And apparently some Tenet mind time loop shit.
No, not fucking with him. Not fucking with him.
I want to see this now.
I'm getting
man.
crazy.